Coach, y'all played a couple of games so far. You know, what have you kind of seen out of your team the first couple of games that you've liked, and what are some of the things you've seen that you want to improve upon a little bit?
I think what I like is we have a lot of talent. Our kids are engaged, ready to work every day. You know, rough start to the season, dropping our first 2 games, but, overall it'll work out. We got a lot of talent. Some of the kids are rusty. We've been off, some of them been off for 2-3 weeks. So just trying to work the kinks out. We've had base runners left and right both days, just haven't been able to score them. Hopefully this game we can fix that, but it's just opening weekend jitters and, kids trying to do too much. We've got a lot of committed kids, so, the talent's there. It's just a matter of getting it out of them and getting them gelled together and making the team, a team. So.
Is that kind of the message that you gave to them before this game, is just, relax and play, or what do you kind of try to impart to them going into the last couple of games this weekend?
After the last game, that's exactly what we told them. We just said, at this point, your brain's getting in the way of what you're trying to get done, and it's imperative to just relax and have fun and just let the talent take over and let it happen. I think some kids are struggling, they're pressing, trying to make things happen, and really, for them, it's the worst thing that can happen. So I think they'll be fine. I tell the kids, we told them yesterday, the first tournament is for us to get to know them, for them to get to know each other. The second tournament is for some more gelling, and by the third tournament, we should know what we have and where we stand going into East Cobb. So.
Yeah, and to kind of expand on that, I mean, you've known these guys, you've recruited these guys. I mean, this is the first weekend they've been together as a team, but what do you kind of expect the identity to be offensively of this team? Do you have a feel for how they're going to be able to perform? Is it an athletic team? Is it one that's going to hit for power? Just what do you kind of expect to see from these guys offensively?
Offensively, I expect to see a lot of runs. Looking up and down our lineup, it's very, very talented, and we're going to get there. We're not there yet. I think right now we're struggling to hit situationally. Runner on third, one out, what are we trying to do? And the biggest part is with any team like these teams that we have is to get them to buy into team first and having to sometimes give up at bats for the betterment of the team. And I think once we get there, we'll be fine.
And on the mound, are you pleased with the depth you have and some of the arm talent that you have?
I like the fact that we compete. I think early, again, the first weekend, we got guys that are trying to throw as hard as they can instead of really focusing on locating. So we're walking some kids, and then they get a hit and runs are scoring. So I like what we have. I think we'll be just fine. There's some tough kids out there that compete. I think as the season goes on, they're going to find out more about themselves and become better pitchers. So I think we'll be fine.
You feel like you have some good leadership in the dugout, just from a player perspective? Do you feel like you have a group that can come together pretty well?
Yeah, it's the first weekend's always interesting because you sit and you listen to them talk and just trying to sit there and listen to what they're saying. And we had a couple kids that have been playing together for a while, and then we have some new kids that actually have known each other from other teams. So it's gelling pretty quick. It's just a matter of time. It'll take us a little bit of time, but I think we'll be fine.